It's Amber. I'm back with a Bright to the Tea life. It's been a while, a long while, and as I'm sure anybody who has watched any kind of teacher tuber type thing this last year, you know that it got crazy. It was impossible. There was always somebody in my room. There was always something going on, so it just didn't happen. If you hear the dogs, I put them outside because I tried starting this. And they were all like, "What are you doing? Let's come up here and see what you're doing." So I put them outside and now they're like, yep, let me in. I want to be part of this. Oh, goodness sakes. We'll see. They're fine. They have water. They have shade. They're fine. Ugh, little drama queens. Anyway. I wanted to do the teacher tag that I believe it was Darren Nakakihara, which might or might not have just butchered that name, that decided to put together a tag, said it was an open tag, so I'm like, I'll be one of the cool kids and I'll be part of this. So anyway, so I wrote everything down. I wrote myself some sheet things so that hopefully I don't go off on some kind of weird tangent and never come back. It's hot out, so if you see me shining, it's because I didn't put on makeup today and it's a little bit sweaty. So anyway, let's do this. Okay, summer teacher tag. First question, where and what do you teach? I teach in Tucson, Arizona, and I teach 4th grade general subjects, like everything. So Tucson, Arizona, it is currently like 10:30 in the morning and already I think it's 100 degrees. So second question, how much of your year was remote, etc.? So everybody goes off on this because it's been all over the place. We started off the first quarter pretty much remote, but with our campus open for students who needed in-person care. So we always, throughout this entire year, have had someone who has been on campus and taking care of students. Teachers weren't expected to be on campus. I went sometimes and worked with kids. Then the second semester we opened up to in-person and online, so there was both. So I had a certain number of students who were online and a certain number of students who were in the classroom. I think I started off with 18 or 19 in the class and like 10 or 11 that were online. So that went until a couple weeks before Christmas break, when we had kind of like an outbreak in our school. Not really an outbreak, it was more like the quarantine guidelines got everybody, because everybody was kind of related and worked together at my school. So anyway, so we had to shut down like 2 weeks before we went on Christmas break, and then when we came back online because of numbers. So anyway, we didn't come back until like mid-February, and then we came back again fully in person and fully online. We never did any A/B schedule. It was always, when we were online, it was like the students at home and the students in class, and we were teaching. Thankfully, we didn't have to be synchronous, but we did have to have like the same kind of thing going on. So anyway, it gets too complicated. And then we were basically in person the rest of the year, and I ended up the year with 23 students in class, 4 online, which was a pain in the schmuck, if pardon my Yiddish. It was just a pain, but we got through, so there we go. Third question, what are you planning to do the first weekend of summer break? I I got out of school on the 27th. That was the last day of school for our students. It was a half day. I thought the beginning of that week that since I was doing summer school, I wouldn't have to pack up my class. And then I got an email that the floor was going to be replaced in my classroom. So I hightailed it into pack-up mode and packed up my class, which because I was trying to get it done so fast, because most teachers who weren't on summer school had already been working on it for a couple weeks. I hadn't really, because I had thought I had more time. Anyway, I've had to go back in a couple times and actually rip open boxes to get things that I needed. Thankfully, they just started the floor, so I've been able to do that. But anyway, so my first weekend of summer break-ish, went to a birthday party, slept in, just kind of tried to clean up the mess that is my house and so on. So nothing extremely exciting. We just relaxed and I did a lot of cleaning because that's something that falls behind when I'm doing my regular year. Anyway, kind of lame. Next question, how does your summer morning routine differ from your school morning routine? I am not a morning person. I'm not like a late night person either. I'm really a middle of the day person. So anyway, I tend to sleep in on summer when I'm on break. I tend to sleep in till about 8. And on school mornings, I can't do that. I have to get up at 6. And even then, I'm kind of, because I move really slow. I'll actually like take my time getting coffee. So school mornings, I have to keep the schedule going because otherwise I wouldn't get there in time. And I also have to make sure I pack stuff, which is thankfully not something I have to do on summer break mornings. Question number 5 is, what is on your reading list? And I have quite a lot of, can you see? Quite a lot of things. I actually have been collecting books for months. And I can't find one that I really want to finish. So anyway, I am going to be reading this book, The Autistic Brain by Temple Grandin. I just got started. This is a coworker of mine gave me this to read. I'm also doing a study with my church, and it's called, The Envy of Eve by Melissa B. Kruger. Finding Contentment in a Covetous World, which looks like it's going to be really good. Starting that. I have found this one, Woman Powered Farm. I used to live on a farm and I still like reading about it, even though I probably never will again do the farming thing. And then I found this book, which is by Ted Dekker, Rise of the Mystics. I have no idea what it's about, but I have read Ted Dekker books before and I like them. It's kind of a thriller. He likes to write thrillers, and he sometimes will venture into science fiction, which is when I like the work, because I'm not a huge fan of thrillers, but I do like science fiction. And then there's this book, which is about kombucha. And I actually have been making my own kombucha for the last several months, and I thought I would. I started reading it a few months ago, and then I was like, I've got this, and kept going, and I do, it's fine, but I'd kind of like to see what else is in here, because it was pretty good. So, there is also another book. It's Teach Your Class Off by C.J. Reynolds that I've read through about a third of the way, and then I ran out of time and didn't pick it back up again, but I do want to finish that book. I have to find it first. and I hope I didn't put it in my class library, because if I did, then I can't read it during the summer because that's covered up in butcher paper and piled up in a bunch of other stuff in the hall. So I'm kind of worried that that's where I put it. Anyway, hi everyone. So my camera died, and then I went and well, the battery died, and so I put it back on the charger, and then I forgot about the tag, and then yeah, so I am in my summer school classroom. It's very bare. It doesn't have any of my stuff, but I talk about this in a vlog, which maybe will get put on to YouTube. I keep forgetting to do that. Anyway, so I figured I'd better finish my summer tag before it's like completely nothing. It's already kind of late, but whatever. What's on your watch list? And if you hear noises, that's because summer camp, we just finished summer school, which is a morning program. Summer camp is going on out in the hallway. So lots of kid noises, lots of noises. So what's on my watch list for summer when I'm home? I actually, I don't do a whole lot of TV watching on my own. I don't do it usually. I don't pick out most of the shows, but I do really like, there's a show that, it's a funded show that's done by VidAngel called The Chosen, which is about the ministry of Jesus and his disciples, which I really, really like. I've watched season 1. I'm waiting for, I think it's episode 4 of season 2 to come out, and I'm really looking forward to that. My husband is a huge Star Wars nerd. I am too, but not to the extent he is. So we are watching The Bad Batch, which is the new animated show based on the Clone Wars, which was a animated show that had to do with Star Wars. So anyway, we're watching The Bad Batch, and we're watching, I've got a little cheat sheet here. We're watching vintage Doctor Who. We have gotten to the Tom Baker years, the 4th Doctor. Enjoying that. We're also watching Sherlock Holmes, which we're going through the Jeremy Brett series. They're short episodes. Well, Doctor Who is short. Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes is a little bit longer. So we're doing those. And we just finished watching, I don't know if this counts for a watch list, but we just finished watching Shadow and Bone, which I thought was really good. But that's all that I can kind of think of for my watch list. And most of the stuff is like stuff my husband wants to watch, because I don't really care. Number 7, what have you been putting off for months that you hope to accomplish during summer? Looking at my cheat sheet. Basically, all of my big cleaning I was wanting to do. Yesterday I cleaned the baseboards, and I also do a lot of my, like, we're going to do some doctor visits. I've got a dentist visit. I have some painting I want to do. I would like to paint my bathroom. I've been wanting to paint my bathroom for about a year, but I need to get that done. The only problem is I'm very indecisive about the color, and also I need to scrape. There's like texturing on the wall that I need to scrape off and redo. Number 7. Do you have a summer job or a side hustle? Yes, I'm doing summer school, as you can tell from this, and I'm actually really enjoying it. Summer school has been going really well. I have 12 students. I've never had that few students. It's awesome. And 12 students, half days. It's nice. It's very nice. I get to use our Chromebooks, and I get to do small groups, and we have some pullouts because our reading specialist is still on campus. Our English language teacher is still on campus, so it is nice. It's been going really well. It's only the third day, but it's going really well. So yeah, that's my side hustle, summer job. What is your ideal self-care day? I have a real hard time with this one. I guess just a day where I don't have to think about school is a self-care day. We are planning to go on a vacation. We're planning to go to Texas and take about, I think it's 10 days that it's by the beach south of Corpus Christi. And that, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to take books. I'm going to just sit on the beach and listen to waves and possibly get in if I can overcome my fear of sharks and jellyfish. Yeah, that's a little bit of a something. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I like to get pedicures. Like I haven't had one of those in a while, so I'd like to get a pedicure. Yeah, that's about it. If I just don't have to do any work for school, that would be nice. Number 10, what is your favorite thing to do outside? My favorite thing to do outside is garden. I like planting things. I like watering things. I like seeing them grow. I like harvesting. So I go out in the evening when it's not super hot, and I water my garden, and I try and keep the pruning that I need to do on top of that, even though I'm not really good at pruning. I just putter. I putter in my garden. I look at stuff in my garden. I play with my garden. That's my favorite thing to do outside. I like to swim. I don't like the prep work that goes into swimming, like having to change clothes on both sides. I know that sounds super lazy. It sounds super lazy, but really it is. Like, I'm like, ah, shoot, I have to put on the swim suit, and then when it's wet, I gotta take it off and put on new clothes and the whole thing, which is super lazy, but that's kind of where I'm at. Number 11 is, what is your favorite thing to do inside? And my favorite thing to do inside is probably do crafts. Like I like to make wreaths. I like to plan. I like to do my cute planner stuff. I like to work on different projects that I have. Professional development is the last question. What professional development do you want to do, if any? I was originally not going to do any because I just didn't have any on the schedule and I didn't know when I would fit it in. But I just recently enrolled in a virtual workshop for literacy training. And I can't remember the name of the company that's doing it, but it's like a free workshop on literacy trainings because I really want to get better at that. Specifically with dealing with students who are really struggling with reading, because according to everyone, the group of third graders that are coming up into fourth grade next year are going to be super, super low. And fourth grade doesn't technically generally have any phonics standards, but we're going to have to be teaching some phonics because they're apparently that low. So I want to get better at that. If they had a good math one, I probably would have taken that, but I didn't see one. And it's going to be an afternoon, 2-hour like Zoom workshop. So I figured it wouldn't be too bad. But other than that, that's it. Yeah. So those were all the questions. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Darren, and everyone else who did the tag. I'm probably gonna just end it here and hopefully remember to edit and put this up on YouTube. we'll see. Have a great day. Bye.